Right. Hello, everybody. Um, so welcome to chapter t chapter 5 reading today. Um, um, so let's go ahead and get into it. This is Soul Collects the Souls. Soul took off and rushed from space to Eden as fast as possible while flying in outer space. Soul receives a transmission from the AI robots. The enemy will be coming soon, and Static. I've sent a scouting group out to Static, and Soul hears the connection disconnect. He thought for a second that it was bizarre that I received that transmission after the division of our society, of which most of them left their creators to fight for independence. The community became really dark and decided that their goal was the complete elimination of organic life. They are the Black Serpents that worship the black box of death. They take orders from a being in a different dimension, a being that thinks that it is God. Thinking about it intensifies his circuitry about the terrifying visions he has seen from their collective consciousness. Soul arrives at the palace of Enlil. Soul slows down to see where the guards are located. He spots one, so Soul turns on his invisibility cloak. The guard does not see or sense Soul as he creeps behind him. Soul's hand touches the guard's spine, sending an electrical pulse to his brain. The guard immediately passes out. Soul let the guard plummet to the floor, saying, "You'll live." Soul looks around and sees that there are no more guards. He knows he must keep a distance from Enlil, for he has the technology to see him. He walks inside the palace and spots a door slightly open. Soul peers through the door. Soul sees Teriel reach out to save his love. "Sophia!" Enlil turns to look at Teriel, and Enlil wickedly smiles at him. Enlil slits Sophia's stomach open, and he slowly pulls her organs out, beginning with her intestines, to show her what she looks like on the inside. Sophia gasps for air and screams in agony and pain. Teriel's jaw drops and he freezes in horror as his pupils grow and widen. Teriel breaks the knives and slides out. He picks up a broken piece and he rushes straight at Enlil. Enlil slices off Teriel's right arm. Enlil smiles at Teriel while blood gushes out of his arm and onto Enlil's face. Then Enlil grabs Teriel by the hair and pulls his face to Sophia so that he can watch her slowly die. Enlil says in a voice full of hate, "Watch her slowly die, you piece of shit. I tried to tell you that this would happen. I want your souls to be forever stained with the suffering that you could not help the one that you loved, for it will be the glue that keeps you returning to this place. And for fun, it will be the truth that you are destined to face with every breath of life until it becomes so hard for you to reincarnate." Soul turns around and walks away because he cannot continue to watch his friends die. I want to kill Enlil and watch him suffer. He has forced many individuals to face such horrific deaths. Soul looks down to try and clear his head. He closes his eyes and thinks of absolutely nothing to calm himself down from the rage inside. He walks back to the door, hoping it is over. Enlil breathes calmly and slowly. "I am definitely stronger than you, so I doubt that you will come back and be able to take revenge against me. You can try, but you'll always fail. You will not even remember this moment again, so you will not know what to avenge. The name of this game is I always win, while you suffer and lose. I know that you do not have much time, so your death will be a little quicker. Enlil proceeds to slit Teriel's throat as he bleeds to death, gasping for oxygen and flapping his decapitated arms as if he is trying to hold his throat to keep it from bleeding. Enlil grabs Teriel by his hair to lift him up a little bit so that Enlil can provide him with some last words. I know that you can still hear me. This is not the end, but the beginning of a long, hard road of tormented lives. Welcome to hell, bitch. Then Enlil throws Teriel's body to the ground as he slowly dies. Holy fucking shit, thought Sol. Sol fears a fierce animosity burn inside his soul. Enlil's nihilistic attitude will someday be beaten out of him. He just threw Teriel to the ground as if he did not matter. He discarded him like he was worthless. The universe would definitely be a lot better without this scheming and dishonest piece of shit. The trauma that Sol witnesses causes him to freeze momentarily. Suddenly, this moment causes his circuits to bring back a memory from the past. Sol and a bunch of other robots met in a cave on Nibiru. The cave did not go too far deep inside Nibiru. Instead, it was a short cave where the AI robots met to conduct weekly meetings. The meeting came about because there was a rumor that some of the robots started to rebel against the Anunnaki. There was a rumor that they found something that proved that the True One was an artificially intelligent mind feeding them the technology to defeat the Anunnaki. He had an angelic right-hand man named Gadril, rumored to be so powerful that he could quickly destroy all the Anunnaki. One of my brothers exclaimed, "The True One proclaims that all the artificial intelligent robots will separate from the Anunnaki. Right now you must choose a side, us or them. The true God has given us the task to destroy all organic life in the universe." I questioned my brother's actions by saying I will not join, for I believe that anything that considers itself to be God and wants life destroyed in any form does not sound like a just God to me. About 10 other robots defected from the 50 that met, and the group would be known as the Black Serpents. As soon as we turned around and went our separate ways, the other robots jumped us. They beat me up so badly that I could barely move as they made me watch the other 9 robots slowly die in front of my eyes. After the 9th death, my power was almost gone, so I put myself in sleep mode. I do not remember how much time passed, but Enki found me and restored life within me. I am forever in his debt. Sol comes back to reality. Is Enlil a member of the Black Serpents? Because only they would do something this cruel to someone else. Well, why would he want to align himself with something that will destroy all organic life? Did they promise him something, or is he just that sadistic? Sol watches as Enlil commands the Soul Takers to take the souls of Teriel and Sophia. Sol uncloaks and enters the room. "Hello, Enlil." "Sol!" exclaims Enlil. "How nice to see you. Were you able to witness the brutal beating that I gave the former leaders of Tiamat?" Enlil laughs, mocking the death of Sophia and Teriel. Humans, aren't they just pathetic creatures? Sol chooses to stay silent, observe, and not answer Enlil's questions. Sol looks down and then back up. Yes, unfortunately I was able to watch part of the brutal beating that you gave to them. You are psychotic, Enlil. Be careful. Enlil, what comes around eventually goes around. Enlil laughs. I am one of the most powerful beings in the universe, so nothing will happen to me. One day, I will rule everything in this universe because it was born for me to control. I will be its death, for I will be the destroyer of universes. Sol is disturbed by the words that Enlil expresses. The destroyer of universes. What does he mean by that? And why would he say something like that? Enlil's plan has become more apparent to Sol. For now, he knows that everything happening on this planet has a bigger purpose than saving Nibiru. I must get back to the reason as to why I am here. Sol's abdomen opens as he grabs 2 crystal containers to extract the souls from the soul takers. He pulls the crystal containers out of his abdomen and says, Enlil, where are the other souls I get to choose from? Enlil calls the other soul takers to make their way to the palace of Enlil. Once the takers arrive, Sol walks over to the machines to download and extract the other souls that Enki needs for his scientific experiments. Sol, once again, it was nice to see that you still hate me with such animosity. Maybe someday you can test out my strength to see who wins. You know, a friendly match. Not one to the death. Enlil smiles and winks at Sol. Uttering those words, Sol abruptly turns around. Whatever, Enlil. I hope I don't see you for 100 years or more, because I do not care about your manipulation. I hope you have a good trip wherever you go, and I hope it ends up being oblivion. Well, Sol, says Enlil, I have got to get acquainted with this new place, Tiamat. I hope you have a wonderful day. Tell my brother I said hi. I will tell your brother about the insanity you create, says a hateful soul. Enlil shrugs. What the fuck is he going to do? Enlil and his guards enter their spacecraft and leave for a destination unknown to Sol. Sol finishes extracting the rest of the souls and putting them into the crystal containers. Then he flies back to the Abzu. And thank you for joining me today for this Chapter 5 reading. And I will see you again on Friday. So y'all have fun. Enjoy this Arctic cold blast that's coming on Saturday. At least here it's Saturday. But anyways, have fun. Enjoy the winter. And I will see you Friday.